It is January the 8th, and I am here with my book progress update number 2. Since the last update, I went through kind of like a roller coaster of emotions that looked like this. So, a trough, basically, or a valley, and I am on my way up now. When I was in my valley, I was feeling very self-critical. I was feeling a lot of self-doubt. Doubt about my ability to write this book, doubt about how the book will be received. There was a lot of resistance and negative self-talk. I was able to work through it because I do try to work on my book every single day, at least like one tiny aspect, but it didn't feel really good. That was my week leading up to Wednesday, and then on Wednesday night I had my first class. The class was amazing. It is a group of 6 other writers plus myself and the facilitator. So there are 8 of us on the screen. It's a Zoom class, and it was wonderful. I came out of the session feeling very inspired and motivated. This was the first time I've really talked at any length about my project to anyone other than maybe like 1 or 2 very close friends. I wasn't sure if I would be able to verbalize what I was doing, but the words actually came out very easily. So I was surprised by that, and it felt really good to actually like say what I was working on. I mainly talked about what the project was, where I'm at right now, and my current like struggle with the project. It felt like a release to share that with someone other than myself and like a couple of close friends. So it felt really freeing and liberating. I felt a lot of relief once that was out there. And it was also very inspiring to hear about the other participants' projects. They're all very different, all very unique, and I can tell they're all like very personal and important to them. So just being in a room with people who have like the same passion for writing, the same desire to work on a project, even though they're very different projects, that felt really good. I think this workshop is coming at the perfect time because I really needed that sort of like motivation and catalyst to keep me moving. So this class will be 12 sessions. We've just had our first one. The next session will be all of us workshopping a piece that we write this week. So I am working on the introduction of my book. I think it's at around like 850 words right now, and we have enough time to share 1,000 words. I think it's in a pretty good place right now. I am reasonably happy with it. I just want to do some minor tweaks and maybe add in one more component that I want to include to set the context for the book. One thing I noticed though when I was reading over some of the chapter introductions, I imagined myself reading these like chapter introductions. They're basically introductions that set the context for that chapter of self-reflection exercises. But when I read some of them, I was like, oh, this is not something I would feel good about reading out loud. I just didn't feel like the words would connect with the audience. There was like a real chasm there. There's just something about the way I've laid out my chapter introductions that just doesn't feel right. So there is a lot of work needed on that. So my plan right now is to share my introduction at next week's class. And if that goes over reasonably well, I may follow the same pattern, format, tone, style for my chapter introductions. So fingers crossed. I really do think the book introduction is in a decent place. It's just the chapter introductions they're a mess right now. Complete disaster. But I'm feeling very good about the book. I believe in this project so much, and I hope I can continue to kind of like ride the momentum of these weekly classes. I'm just feeling very hopeful right now and optimistic about the book. I know I'm going to continue to experience the ups and downs, so I just want to enjoy the place that I'm at right now and get as much done as possible while I'm in this phase. That is it for update number 2. I'll see you again soon.